All right, good morning, folks, and welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and today we're going to have with us Sheila Karsevar, and we're going to talk about a product called Reliv. We want to thank our sponsor, Grand Strand Law Group. They can be reached at 843-492-5422. Or they have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, and they want to be your trusted choice. They are your real estate attorney. They do wills and trusts, and you can reach them also at grandstrandlawgroup.com. Make sure you give permission to Facebook so we can view your comments. You can do that by going to streamyard.com/Facebook. If you have any questions for today's guest, type them in the comments section, and we'll be able to answer them on air live. Again, today's guest is Sheila Karsevar with Reliv, and she is with our Oceanside chapter. So stay tuned. GBN Live is next. All right, good morning, folks, and welcome back to GBN Live. We have with us Sheila Karsevar with our Oceanside chapter, and she is with a product called Reliv. So tell us about this yourself first and where you're from and all that kind of good stuff.
I'm from all around the place. I was born in California, raised in Massachusetts, lived in Arizona before moving here. And so I am from all over the place.
Yeah.
And as far as me, I used to work 3 jobs and was crazy busy all the time. And I just really have a heart for helping people. So that's where this kind of comes in.
Yeah. What part of Mass?
In Medfield, which is about 20 miles southwest of Boston.
Yep, I'm very familiar with it. I had a conference when I was with the fire department that I went to up in Framingham.
Oh, yes.
And I call that the Gray City because there is no color in that place whatsoever. That is the blue city.
Yes.
If you're from Framingham, move. I'll be glad to help you down here in Myrtle Beach.
It can be blah, but you can go there in the autumn, and then it's absolutely
It is.
beautiful.
Well, it was. But anyway, and I never flew into Boston. I always flew into Providence and drove over. It was so much.
Yeah.
Logan is such a busy airport.
It is, and it's even busier now.
Oh,
and
I'm sure.
Things have changed a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Providence is easier to get in and out of.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, before we get started into all the products and stuff, tell us about Reliv, the company, how long it's been in business, and that kind of stuff.
Oh, I love to. It's a 36-almost-year-old company. And so the first patent on the product was in 1988, and then the company started shortly after that. And it's been around for all that time. And we have a line of products that's very simple. But it's a food science company, and so it's not a quick fix or a quick cure. It's about the balance of nutrition that your body needs in order to feed your cells and in order for your body to be healthy. And so it's for all ages, for all shapes and sizes. Doesn't matter if you're on medications or not, doesn't matter if you're pregnant or not, doesn't matter if you're a child or elderly. It's for everybody, and it's just about the body. The body's the miracle. You know, the product, we don't have... It's not a miracle product. The body needs the right food, and so that's what this is.
Cool. Well, we'll get into some of that stuff here in just a minute, but tell us about some of the benefits that somebody can see from taking these type of products.
Anything from prevention to filling in the gaps of what your food is missing to better sleep, faster recovery from working out. Children, I mean, I love adults. I love people of all ages, but children of all ages are really where my passion is, and to see what some of the children are turning to these days as far as quick fixes and what they think is energy or what they think is, going to get them through the day, it really makes me sad because it's doing damage. And so they can see benefits from natural things, and they can see benefits even that you don't expect. You know, a lot of people start on the products and say, well, I started on this for XYZ, weight management or whatever, and now this is what's happening. You know, you're never going to believe what's happening now. So it's incredible to see what the body does when it's given the right stuff.
That's cool. Talking about eating bad stuff. So when I was going to kindergarten 100 years ago, I always called him my uncle, but he was really my second cousin, I guess, much older than I was. We grew up in a farmland, so everybody around me was related. We raised beef cattle, dairy cattle, hogs, chickens, you name it, we did it. But anyway, my second cousin took me to kindergarten every morning, and we stopped by the American Cafe, and I had a Krispy Kreme donut and a chocolate milk every single morning. So I blame him for this.
Hey, that's nutrition. That'll fill in some gaps.
Oh, it was crazy, but it was a great memory. So
Yeah.
so let's shift a little bit. I want to talk about this healthy aging system, and there's several different components to it. So can you break that down for us a little bit?
Yes, and I'll keep it as simple as possible, of course.
Good, I need that.
Yeah, there's a few different systems, and the reason why they do that is they put it together so that it's easy for people to look at, easy for people to order, and it's kind of different options. So one would be just a basic filling in the gaps of if someone is like, well, I just want to get off of these vitamin pills, or I don't supplement at all. What could this do for me? So a basic, just healthy energy, healthy nutrition type thing. And then there's something for prevention or for restoration of your cells. And then there's another one that's as far as targeting healthy aging. And so there's different prices, there's different, and of course, getting it in that bundle is less expensive than buying each product individually. But they address different things, and all of our products work together. So you're never taking too much of anything. You're never, there's no stimulants in anything, right? And so even the one product that we have that's in one of those bundles called Energize Go, and I happen to have it here, but Energize Go, this comes in individual packets.
Let's see if we can get that there, Tommy.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it comes in little packets that you can just kind of take on the go, and it's a take as need product. But it has a little bit of caffeine in it from green tea. There's also fat burners and there's things that help with focus, but it's not a stimulant, like just rip roar and get you hyper. It's more of like, wow, I really feel awake and focused. And so this is a great product for anyone that's exhausted in the afternoons or needing a quick something, to put in their water and to keep going. I use it before I run or before I go on walks, and it really has helped with helping with recovery and speed and muscle soreness, all that. And it also is great for children that are turning to those quick fix, like Monster.
Oh, can't stand
Don't
them.
want to read it. I don't want to
Those
say
energy
the name,
drinks.
but yeah, all the energy drinks that are horrible. Our daughter's pediatrician told us years ago that we would not believe the amount of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds that were coming in to see her that already had heart issues because of them. So healthy alternatives.
Yeah. And the aging product works because I'm 106, and y'all would never know that, would you?
Never.
So while we're on these products, let's talk about some of these other ones that you brought in too. So
yes, I would love to. So the classic, this is our classic product, and this is one of the foundational products. There's two foundational products that started the classic, and then we have one called Now. And so we have one that's the Now, and my favorite would be the Now with soy. So it's either the classic.
that's for kids.
Yeah, that's
okay.
this one for kids. So I don't have the other one.
That's okay.
With me, but the classic was what our company was built on, and the gentleman who created it, Dr. Ted Kalagris, he was actually a paratrooper in the war, and
wow.
Cool story, if I can.
Sure.
Okay, so he was a paratrooper in the war, and he was injured with shrapnel when he was, in the war. And so he was in a lot of pain. He was in a wheelchair. And while he was in the war, he saw children fighting over a piece of bread, on the street. And he said, Lord, if I could be part of something to help to eradicate hunger, that's what I want to do. Help me to live through this so that I can actually make a difference. That was his prayer. And
nice.
so he went through the war. He was injured, then in a wheelchair, and he spent 10 years of his life at his kitchen table. He was a food scientist, and gosh, tons of awards and things to his name. But he spent 10 years of his life putting together our very first product called the Classic product. And he was taking it himself as he was putting it together. And so he was testing his blood and all of that and his hair follicles. And he started noticing differences. Then he was able to get himself out of his wheelchair, get himself onto 2 canes, get himself finally onto a cane. And he was told that was never going to happen, right? So didn't help to to cure or any of that, but it gave his body the strength and the alternative route or whatever it did in order to help him. And so he started handing it out in baggies to people. Imagine that.
Right.
So in the 70s, he's handing it out in baggies. Take this, it's good for you, sending it to people. And he met Bob Montgomery, who is our CEO and was our president and CEO at the time. And he met him at a trade show, and he started sending them, him and his wife, the product, saying, take this, make your family take it, it's good for you. Well, it did not taste good at all at the time, but Bob said, we made our kids take it. And they started noticing huge differences. And 8 years later, Bob, who has an incredible business mind, said, I need to build a company around this. And so one of his best friends, Carl Hastings, who was a food scientist, he invited him on board. And at that time, Reliv was started. They got the first food patent ever issued to a supplement product. And that's when Reliv was started in 1988. And Dr. Carl, he knew how to make products taste good, right? So that's what happened. And the Classic came out, and that's one of our products that the company was built on. So I love that story because it's the why behind the what, you know.
Sure.
It wasn't a bunch of people sitting around a boardroom table saying, how can we make money? How can we make money? You know, what are we going to sell? It was, this product has made a difference in my life, and we need to get this to people. So
he was doing it in baggies, so he became a street dealer.
Yes.
My street dealer is the Girl Scouts every February because they try. That's my weak spot. They are addictive.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
So tell us about why some of these products are different than other ones that are on the market.
Well, the things that I've noticed, I was raised on vitamins, handfuls of vitamins, with a very good company that my mom was involved in. And it's just, I was also still dealing with chronic strep throat all the time, about 8 to 10 times a year for 15 years, all growing up. And I think for me, and this is what I know, is things like that. When you have pills or tablets, there's a lot of fillers in there, and the body does not recognize it as food. So the body has to break it down. And there's only a certain percentage of what is supposed to be in there that's actually in there. But with Reliv products, there's 100% of what it says on the can, in the can. There has to be because of our patents, our formulations, the testing that's done, all of that. And it's considered a food product. So really, it's different than any other supplement company out there because it is considered a food. And babies can take this product. Children, elderly people, like I said, people on medications. It doesn't interfere with anything. It helps your body to process everything better. And so for me, what I noticed from day one of just adding it to my day was that I started feeling like I didn't realize I had been in a funk until I was out of the funk. I felt like someone turned the lights on. And for the first time, it was like the fog was lifted. And then people within days worth of time were like, what are you doing differently? There's something, your skin tone is changing. Your eyes seem brighter. You have more energy. Like, what is going on? And I started saying, I was introduced to a product that's really making a difference in my body. I think I'm going to be able to do this as a business, and people didn't believe me. But then that's what happened. I started, people would notice and they're like, well, I want some of that. Well, I want some of that. Right. And then people started getting results because the product speaks for itself. And once you get it in your body, it starts working. And you don't have to convince anyone of anything. It just works. And people get their own results. And that's what then encouraged me to continue going on and sharing it with people and telling them about it. So I really think there's like supplement companies and vitamins and that kind of stuff. And then there's Reliv, it just sits by itself in a different category.
Sure. Well, guys, stick with us. We're going to come back after the break and talk about some of the products and how they work with children. And I think they even have one, Sheila even has one here that we can see. So stay with us. GBN Live will be right back.
Hi, I'm Justice Ann. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. Hi guys, welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and today we have with us Sheila Karsevar with Reliv, and she is part of our Oceanside chapter. We want to thank our sponsor, Grand Strand Law Group. You can reach them at 843-492-5422. They have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, or you can reach them online at grandstrandlawgroup.com. Please make sure you give StreamYard our permission to put you on air, your comments. You can do those at streamyard.com/Facebook. And if you have any questions for today's guest, please make sure that you type those in the comment section so we can get those live on air. All right, Sheila, so there's two products I want to talk about. One is called Lunison, I believe is how I say that, and Luna Rich. And I think you have some samples of that too, if we can see those.
I do.
All right, let's see if we can get these on here, Tommy. There is the Lunison.
That's the Luna Rich X.
Oh, and there's the Luna Rich.
Okay.
Let's see, turn it right. There we go.
There you go. Okay, so I'll talk first. Lunison is simply a peptide that is found in the soybean. And most of our products are soy-based. And some people will balk at that and say, oh, soy is not, no, just forget what you think you know about that. And we can tell you about what it actually is. So Reliv uses the whole soybean, and a lot of times this Lunison is the active part of that peptide, which really helps with most of the benefits from the soybean. But a lot of people were discarding it or throwing it out and then genetically modifying things. And so that's where a lot of the issues were coming in, is genetically modified stuff. Well, that's not Reliv. So Lunison is this peptide that comes from the soybean, and our doctors have the one doctor that discovered it, Dr. Galvez, he was looking for a company that could actually help to put it in a way that the body would recognize it and absorb it, because a lot of the things that you find with Lunison in it, like, I don't know, like things like seaweed, like different things like that, right, that have Lunison in it, it actually doesn't absorb into the body, and it doesn't work once it gets to the digestive system. It just quits. So there's no benefits. Well, so our doctors found a way to get it so that it was actually absorbed in the body and protected as it goes through the digestive system, so you have the full benefits. What it does is kind of turns on the good stuff from your body and turns off the bad stuff. So people will say things like, well, cholesterol, high cholesterol runs in my family. Diabetes, that runs in my family. Or, oh, this is just the way, that's what I have to deal with, or arthritis, or whatever it is. Well, it helps to get rid of inflammation, and it helps to kind of encapsulate the bad cells and flush them out. And so it works on that DNA level. And so a lot of the things that we think we're going to have as we get older, you can address with something like the Lunison. And so we have Luna Rich X capsules, which people can take. It's just the capsules, and there's some pretty cool stuff that you can do with it. And then the drops are drops that you put, it's a tincture you put under your tongue. And so that absorbs quicker and there's different benefits to that. So helping with focus and stuff. But it's all about getting rid of inflammation, helping the good cells to be, to remain and work, and then getting rid of the bad stuff.
Yeah, wow. These are way above my head. So you just take the products and trust that they work. I don't know. So, all right, let's get into the children part. I know you have one other thing here. If we can go back to the table view here, Tommy. I don't know if I can fit this on here. Let's see if I'll just set it right there in front. How's that? And then we'll move this one over here and this one over here. All right, get the camera out, Tommy. That's a beautiful picture.
That's beautiful.
So this one is Now for Kids, is what it's called. So let's talk about that one.
Yes. So I talked about how the basic product, the classic, has the vitamins and minerals. Well, the classic or the Now has over 72 different vitamins and minerals and herbs, amino acids, trace elements, all of that to help your body and to fill in the gaps of what your food is missing. Well, the kids product, now children can take any of these products, like I said, but the kids product was strictly designed for children and for their needs. Comes in vanilla or chocolate flavor. The vanilla tastes like cake mix and the chocolate tastes like brownie batter. It tastes really good. You can mix it in water or milk or whatever someone, a child would like to drink. And just a little bit of it helps it has those same 72 different vitamins and minerals and herbs and all of that in it. It's just that it also has added ingredients. That's okay. Also has added ingredients that feed the brain. So it helps with focus.
Teenagers need that, don't they? They need to feed the brain.
Well, we all need it, right?
Well, that's true.
But yeah, it's about feeding the brain. And so it helps with focus, helps with brain development. It helps with eyesight development, a lot of the things that children need. And we have, like I said, chocolate or vanilla. It tastes really good. They can just have it before they leave in the morning for school. And when they get home, it really helps with a lot of things that children are dealing with.
Excuse me, guy. Dry throat there for a minute. I got to wet the whistle.
It's all right.
So we touched on this a little bit before. I'll get it. I'll relive. We touched on this a little bit before, but women that are pregnant or nursing, they can take the products as well.
Yes.
Are there any additional benefits to that?
There are so many additional benefits to it, from dealing with morning sickness, nausea, and things like that. And a lot of times when a woman is pregnant, she doesn't want to eat. There's just so many. And then that can be...
Or they crave the wrong things.
Or they crave the wrong things, right? And so this can help with all of that, strengthening not only her, but strengthening the baby. And we used to say, for a pregnant woman, mom, take 2 shakes a day for yourself or take 2 scoops a day for yourself and 1 scoop for the baby. And so they can take the kids product also. Listen, my grandmother was 95 years old when she passed away, and she had been taking the kids product. She added it to her day, and she would say things like, I'm going to have to stop taking this product because all my friends are not with me anymore, things like that. But so
that is a downside, isn't it?
You're never too old. You're never too young. Are you okay?
I don't know.
You can have my
I may
water
need
if
something
you
in
need
here
it.
more than water. So, all right, let's see. So tell us about the, is it Calogris? How do you say that?
Calogris Foundation.
Calogris Foundation.
Yes. Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, right.
The Calogris Foundation was developed after Dr. Ted Calogris, in honor of him, and has been a part of our company through his life with the company, and then since he's passed away. And it is a way that we can give product to children that are in need, in the United States and then also overseas. So we have feeding centers and we have different homes that the children will come and line up for blocks and blocks and blocks to get their shake, their Reliv shake, their Kids Now. And we have seen incredible things happening from all kinds of skin issues or hair issues or diseases really just subsiding because of having a minuscule amount of this nutrition. And they'll get it once a day. Some places will give it to them twice a day, but they just line up and it like I said, fills in the gaps of the what their body is missing, what their food is missing. Some of them aren't even getting food. But we're able to help with that. And so people can donate to the Calagers Foundation, and then products will be sent, and you can
Oh,
help,
nice.
10, 20, 30 children a month just based on a minimal donation.
So by adding these products, you can add it with water or with milk, like you said, and there's kind of a shake that goes on with that. So it's like a shake, for lack of a better way to say
Yes.
it.
So you would very good.
Yeah.
A lot of
Today's my
people-
first day, guys. Sorry.
It's all right. You're doing good.
Yeah.
We put it in a shaker cup with a lid, right? So you get a cup that has a tight fitting lid, and really it's not this huge 20-ounce kind of a protein drink, although some people choose to mix it with fruit and put it in a blender, and that's great too. But what I've done for 29 years, every single day, 2 to 3 times a day, is I have taken a shaker cup that has a tight lid, and I put about 5 ounces of water in. I add my scoops of product all together, put the lid on, shake it up, and drink it. That's it. And then, of
She
course,
left out the 3 scoops of Breyer's vanilla ice cream.
yeah, I
No,
don't
I'm just
do that.
picking.
I don't do that. No, definitely not. But it's something that I've just chosen to be part of my day. I still eat. People will say, well, is this all you have? Do you not eat? No, I still eat. When I first started this product, having breakfast in the morning would upset my stomach before I started taking it. You know, I'd have my vitamins and everything. That would upset my stomach.
Right.
And then I'd have breakfast and I'd feel really nauseous. So I started this habit of not having breakfast at all. Then when I started taking this product, I noticed, guess what? I wasn't nauseous anymore in the mornings, and this wasn't making me nauseous. So then I was able to start eating something, right? Like having breakfast.
Yeah.
And so I do have, meals every single day. This isn't the only thing that I eat, and I do still eat cookies, and I do love candy, So people will say, oh, I bet you don't eat anything else. Well, that's not true. You add this to your day, and then you see what your body does with it.
Right.
And it's the balance that helps.
And everybody's body is different. So some people need different types of food to make it work and stuff. So, well, I tell All right, I guess it's time for rapid fire. So here's some 10 quick questions just so we get to know you a little bit better. All right, how's that sound? So what was your first job?
Oh my goodness. My first job, if you want to look at it, my own entrepreneurship, I would sell rocks and shells to my neighbors so that I could have money for the ice cream man. My first official job, besides babysitting, was working with children that had special needs, like a respite care situation.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Now, I don't think you were telling me this, but somebody was. One of our sayings here at GBN is GBN Rocks. That's our hashtag GBN. It wasn't you, was it?
No.
Okay. Someone just went to Ireland. Oh, I think it was Tim Vicek said this. They went to Ireland and they actually, no, maybe it wasn't him because it was a female was telling me. Anyway, they painted rocks and put hashtag GBN Rocks on it, and they hid them in different places in Ireland.
Yeah.
For somebody else to find. So I thought that was
very
a cool
cool.
little idea.
That is very cool.
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, there's side story. But anyway, so are you a night owl or an early bird?
Now I'm definitely an early bird. I'm
Yeah.
best between 5 a.m. and probably 5 p.m.
So I don't ever sleep. You guys know that. I don't ever sleep. Sleep when you die. You got all the time in the world. Nobody bothers you. That's my thought. Over the last 3 weeks, I have not gone to bed before midnight, and I'm up by 4:45, 5 o'clock every single morning.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're both.
Yeah,
Night owl
yeah, I
and
burn
early
a candle at both ends. But anyway, a dog or a cat person?
cat.
Cat. We don't get many of those, but we do get them. So, dark or milk chocolate?
Dark.
Favorite color?
Green.
Green. We don't get that one often. We actually had orange a couple weeks ago, and
Oh, yeah.
that was,
Yeah.
you don't get that one much either. Favorite word or phrase?
This too shall pass.
I like it. Favorite movie or artist?
Gosh. Favorite movie. It's kind of funny, but this always comes to me because it cracks me up. Liar Liar with Jim Carrey, the old timey. It's so funny, and my mom and I used to watch it together, so it brings back good memories.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Favorite song or artist?
Oh my goodness, you're asking all the things. I could sing the songs, but let's see. Favorite song, I would say "The Blessing" with Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I actually heard for the first time a couple weeks ago Jelly Roll, which I'm not a huge fan. It's not fan, but it's not somebody that would be my go-to. But he wrote a song called "Save Me," and boy, the emotion in that. Look it up if you haven't. That Jelly Roll, "Save Me." That's a great song. Favorite vacation spot?
Mexico.
And your favorite mobile app?
The GBN. That would be the GBN app. And of course the Reliv app.
yeah. There you go. All right, great. Well, guys, if you want to talk to Sheila about some of her products and stuff, let's get her number up here. You can reach her at. Waiting on Tommy.
That would be 843-568-9522.
There it is.
There you go.
843-568-9522. That's 843-568-9522. Or you can visit her at afunlife.reliv.com. So, Sheila, before we go, tell us why referral networking works for you so well, and specifically why you chose GBN.
GBN, I've been involved in a lot of networking groups, for the past 29 years. And a lot of them were all about, you knew that people were only there for themselves, and it was all about salesy stuff. But when it came to reciprocating that, there wasn't a lot of reciprocation, let's put it that way. And there's some people that just won't do business with other people just because it's not something that they need at the time. And a lot of times I would find that if I wasn't going to do business with someone, they would just ignore me or, ignore other people. And I just didn't like that. When I was introduced to GBN and the concept, the friends first, family or business second, and all of that, it really hit home because I'm all about making relationships and then helping people because you don't know eventually what's going to happen. So I like those relationships. And then with that does come referrals, because when you do gain trust in other people, that's when they are your advertisers. And so that's why I love networking with GBN. And our group is fantastic. And
you could use a better leader. Just picking Michael.
Yeah, just picking Michael. We all pick on Michael.
Yeah, exactly right.
But it really has. We do things outside of the meeting, and we get together and we get to know each other. We're involved in each other's lives, and it turns into referrals. But that's not the main point. It's not about what can I get. It's, my gosh, how can we work together? It takes a village, right? And so
that's right.
That's what we're there for, and that's why I love it. Does that answer your question?
Well, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Sheila, for joining us today. And guys, stick with us because we have another guest coming up right after this. And that will be Angela Lambousis. If I said that right, she might kill me. But anyway, we'll talk to her, and she has a product called Thrive. So remember, if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. We'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Justice Ann. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. Hi, folks. Welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and we are here today with Angela Lambousis, who is part of our Myrtle Beach chapter, and she's with a company called Thrive, or we'll get into that in just a minute because there's another name, and I want to know the difference because I don't. So anyway, but we want to thank our sponsor, Grand Strand Law Group. You can reach them at 843-492-5422. They have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, and they want to be your trusted choice. You can reach them at grandstrandlawgroup.com. Make sure you give permission to Facebook so we can view the comments on live on air. You can do so by going to streamyard.com/Facebook. If you have any questions for today's guest or for GBN, just make sure you type them on whatever platform you're looking at, and we can get them on air. And again, today's guest is Angela Lambousis with Thrive, and she's with our Myrtle Beach chapter, and we will be back just after this. Stay tuned. GBN Live is next. All right, folks, welcome back to GBN Live, and today's guest I have with me here, Angela Lambousis, who is with Thrive, or Lavelle. Is that his? Lavelle. Yes. I'm getting pretty good at these now. Are these words here, I guess, today? So
Lavelle is actually the company,
the parent company, and
company.
Thrive is a product.
Correct.
Okay, we got them now. So yeah, who knows? So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, that kind of stuff.
So my name is Angela Lambousis. I am actually born and raised in Pennsylvania, in the middle of nowhere. The town that I was actually raised in was named after my grandparents.
Oh, wow.
And we moved down here. My husband and I moved down here in September of last year.
Newbie.
Yep. He woke up one day and said, "Let's move." I said, "Where are we going?" And he said, "We're going to Myrtle Beach." And I said, "If you're serious, I'm calling the realtor." And he said, "I'm serious." And I called the realtor. Our house sold in a day.
Wow.
I bought our house down here online, sight
unseen.
Never even saw it.
It happens more than you think, but
it's just been a crazy ride. But what happened was every door opened for us when we made that decision. And we got out of our comfort zone, got out of Pennsylvania, and we love it here. It's like waking up in heaven every day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it happens more than you think that people do that, and it's kind of funny. But you know what? When the stars are right, everything lines up. So tell us a little bit about the Lavelle company and the product Thrive. How long they've been around? How did they start? That kind of stuff.
Okay, so it was 2012. We had two gentlemen who was in the nutritional space before with different companies, and what they did was they went and they looked and they said, "You know what? This isn't working. We need something that's going to be really, really simple for people, because people are really busy." So,
Amen there.
and so what they did was they came up with this company and they biohacked everything. They really did. And it just really works. They're a $3 billion company since
Wow.
2012. So
That's
when
awesome.
you think about Apple, it took them quite a while to become a $1 billion company.
Right.
And here we are just 12 years later. So this is kind of a newbie. Not a whole lot of people have heard about it. And, you know, a lot of people haven't tried it. So, but I found it in 2017. My girlfriend was after me saying, you got to try this. I have so much energy. And I said, no, I don't want to try. I have done it all. I don't want to try something else that's not going to work. And so finally she just said, please try it. And I did. And it's drastically changed my life.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. We're going to get into a little bit about that here in a minute, but tell us how the Thrive specifically, how the products differ from other ones on the market.
Absolutely. So may I?
Yeah,
grab
we got a
these?
bunch of them here
Okay,
we can
great.
show
So
too. So
the biggest thing is that they're bioavailable.
Okay.
So they're methylated vitamins. If you're not using methylated vitamins, you're missing something.
Right.
Okay. They have to be bioavailable. Your body has to be able to use them. We are plant-based, all sourced in the United States, and there's premium ingredients. So that means quality raws that your body can use. And we heard that earlier, right?
Right.
When a lot of your vitamins that are on the market right now are synthetic vitamins. So they're filled with plastics. They're filled with things that your body does not break down.
Right.
So this is different. These capsules break down in your belly in 10 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. So there's actually a science.
So it's a plant-based type capsule as well. So that's great.
This is really a 3-step system. Okay. There's a lot of other products that we have. We have a ton. We'll talk about that, I guess,
Sure.
later too. But the 3-step system is your vitamins you take first when you wake up in the morning, before you even get out of bed, before your feet even hit the floor. You go out and you mix your shake. And then your shake is like your liquid vitamins. Okay. Men's and women's.
You got this one too here?
That's the shake. Yep. So those are both capsules.
Oh, here you go. Let's move that over there. There you go.
And then you have your DFT, and it's called Derma Fusion Technology because we use the body's skin, the largest organ of the product, or largest organ of the body,
Right.
to get the rest of your vitamins all day long.
Wow. And that says fudge brownie if you can't see that. Let's go back to that one there. So, I don't know if you can get in there. There we go. Fudge brownie.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I even brought some water in case you wanted to.
Oh, wow.
It's so good. But these shakes are microionized, so you're not getting the clumps. You're not getting the yuck. They
Right.
taste really good. And there's 12 different flavors available, plus vegan options as well.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, and then your DFT, your Derma Fusion Technology is the third
Yeah, I don't know.
step.
Can we put that on her camera? And she can see. There you go.
There we go. Yeah,
there,
you
yeah.
can put that on your skin. You use the skin, the largest organ of the body, and it absorbs vitamins all day long on a time-release basis.
Oh, wow.
Through your skin. So 3 steps. You don't have to remember to do anything else the rest of the day. You're done in the first 30 minutes of your day.
And are there certain areas that you have to put those, or can they put them anywhere on the
You
bottom?
can put them anywhere.
Okay.
I put them here because I get asked a lot.
Sure,
What is
absolutely.
that?
Great
What is that?
advertising
And I'm
spot
like,
right
what
here
is-
on your hand, right?
My vitamins.
Yeah.
Like that's what
Maybe
gets me through the
GBN
day.
can buy an ad to go on the front of it. I don't know.
That's what gets me through my day. And you're going to see one other one that I do wear, which is called the Black Label. This one actually helps with your mood. And
Can you? There you go. There you go. You
Yep.
can see that one. Yep. There you
so
go.
your mood, because it has what's called 5-HTP in it, which raises your serotonin levels. So it makes you happier.
Oh,
So
nice.
Where I used to be really anxious and really grumpy, and my husband too. Love you. I know he's watching. But
She
just-
sneaks that onto him at night when he's
It
asleep.
was great. Like I put it on him, and his HR person actually came to him and said, "I don't know what your doctor prescribed you, but you need to tell me." And he's like, "My wife put the sticker on me. I don't know." Like, so, but he's out of trouble with HR. So that's
There
fine.
you go. That's funny.
So that's what makes us a little bit different.
Well, cool. Okay, so what are some of the benefits? I mean, you just kind of went over some of these, but let's get a little bit more in depth with that. Some of the other benefits that they have by using the product. So you mentioned, the happiness, the mood part, getting your vitamins and things, but what are the others, like energy and things like
so
that?
energy is a big one.
Right.
We use all plant-based caffeine. So there is a little bit of caffeine in the products, but it's natural caffeine. So if you Google synthetic versus natural, there's a big difference.
Right.
Synthetic usually has you crash. So think coffee, think soda, think
Puts you
all
up
that
and then
stuff.
takes you down
Right.
hard. Right.
This is Thrive takes you up and it leaves you there so that you have all that energy. It boosts your metabolism, which helps you with your appetite control, with losing weight, with becoming healthier. It helps you sleep better, believe it or not, because your body is moving.
Right.
Okay, so now you're going to sleep better at night. It helps with inflammation. Inflammation in our bodies when we get older is one of the biggest problems that we have. So it reduces the inflammation in your body. Again, so you can move better, that kind of
Sure.
stuff. I mean, personally, I am down over 60 pounds
Wow.
from when I started. So that was great. But it's not always about the weight loss. It's more about just being healthy. Thrive gives you what your body needs. So if you need to gain weight, you're going to gain weight. Okay. If you need to lose weight, you're going to lose weight because it takes out of it what your body needs. And all of our nutritional gaps are different. Our soils now, we're not getting what we need from eating.
Nope.
So our soils are really depleted. I mean, talk to any farmer, they'll tell you. But it gives you what your body needs.
And speaking of losing weight, John, was that his name?
John Carver. Yeah.
John, yes. See, I remembered.
78 years old.
Spoke to him a couple weeks ago now,
Yeah.
and he's 78,
Yeah.
and he's lost over 100 pounds.
175.
175 pounds.
Yeah.
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 And he had so much energy. He made me tired just listening to him. That's crazy.
And
So,
he actually started with us when he was 73.
oh wow.
So, this is, as one of my friends says, this is from birth to the grave. Like anybody can take it.
Yeah. Oh, so kids can take it too. So
We do have kids products.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's great. So you have different products. We talked about the capsules. I'm assuming this is like a powder, but you
It
also
is.
have like gummies. I think you
do
have some of the
have the
gummies here we
gummies.
can look at.
Yep, we do have the gummies. So those are the multivitamins. They're really good for kids or adults who don't like to have capsules. We have immune gummies, which are going to boost your immune system. We have collagen gummies, which help with your production of collagen. So skin, nails, hair. Our body stops producing collagen drastically at the age of 25. So it is something that we need. And we have sleep gummies. There's no THC or any CBD or anything in those. But my husband and I take 2 of those before we go to bed every night, and we literally sleep like babies. So, and within 20 minutes, it hits you, and you're like, okay, it's time for some sleep. And you don't wake up drowsy. You don't wake up yucky and just feeling like you have that bad hangover.
You know, that's one thing when I get up, and I've done this for years, being a former firefighter. That may have had something to do with it, but when my eyes open, my feet hit the floor. I am not one to lay in bed for hours and hours or even minutes. When I'm up, I'm up. And so, yeah, that's, I may have to get some of those. That sounds like it may be something that would help, especially since the last couple weeks I've been going to bed after midnight and getting up at 4:45. So, and no alarm. That's just waking up.
Yeah, and you need that sleep. You need that rest, because when you're sleeping, you're doing so much good for your immune system. You're rejuvenating your immune system. So if you're not getting that sleep, your immune system is compromised.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. So, all right. So I keep hearing about these shakes. So let's go a little bit more in depth with the shake. I know you have the fudge brownie one here, but there's other ones as well, right?
Yeah, we have 12 different options. But what I really want to show you, if you don't mind.
No, sure.
Okay, so I even brought a shaker cup with me. Okay, because this is really important to watch.
Let's move that over to here so they can see it.
So many people, so many companies, their shakes are clumpy. They don't smell good. They don't taste good. I know my husband was a strongman competitor, and smelling his shakes literally.
Oh, they're disgusting.
They're gross.
What do they call those? There's a name for them. Whey shake?
Yeah. But watch this. So watch how this is just really quite fine.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no clumps in there.
No.
Right? And then the best part is when I put it in a shaker cup, 8 to 10 ounces of water. Shake it up. Look, I even brought a cup.
Oh, look at this.
I am like really quite.
I like it when they bring food, Tommy.
It is not clumpy at all.
No, not a bit.
Actually looks like chocolate milk. So now you get to taste it.
She is so right. It tastes just like brownie mix. Wow, not bad.
Yeah, that's really good, right? That's one of the most popular ones.
And the funny thing is, I'm not a huge chocolate fan.
Yeah.
So, other than Reese's peanut butter cups.
But yeah, so that they're micronionized, so they're not clumpy. And once it gets into your belly, so I only mix it with water.
Right.
Because once it gets in your belly, you don't want to confuse it with a food source in your belly because you want the best absorption possible.
Sure.
And that's why these 3 steps working together, you get a really, really high absorption rate. It actually blows everything out of the water.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, hey, guys, stick with us. We'll be right back after the break, and we're going to talk about her My Fresh Meals, which is something that is getting really, really popular. So stay with us. GBN Live. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Justice Ann. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. All right, welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and today we have with us Angela Lambousis, who is with Thrive, and she is part of our Myrtle Beach chapter. We also want to thank our sponsor, Grand Strand Law Group. You can reach them at 843-492-5422. They have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach. They're a real estate attorney, and they will, as well do wills and trust. And you can reach them at grandstrandlawgroup.com. If you have any questions for today's guest, you can type them in the comments, and we'll be glad to answer them live on air. You can give permission to StreamYard by going to streamyard.com/Facebook. Okay, Angela, so I see on your website that you can shop by what your goals are. And this was pretty cool because you don't normally see that on a website for products like this. So can you go into a little bit about some of the stuff? I know they go from weight management to energy to sleep to all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and there's different products for different things. So I always like to talk to people and figure out what they want.
Sure.
And what they're looking for, because the last thing you want to do is have somebody go onto a website, not know what they're doing, and order everything wrong, which quite honestly, I did it the first time.
Sure.
Okay.
It's easy to do, I'm sure.
So easy to do on anybody's website.
Right.
Right. My husband just did it yesterday on Amazon. So there's that. Love you.
I did just hear Amazon's building a fulfillment center here in Myrtle Beach.
That's fun, right?
Yeah, North Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can choose from weight management, weight loss. You can choose for energy. There's different products. There's different packages that you can get. But I always suggest that before you just hop on there and order, you reach out, because I'm going to tell you exactly
Sure.
what I recommend for you.
Well, you see it in action, so yeah.
Right, exactly. And quite honestly, there's products that maybe I don't think that would work for that,
Right.
or I haven't had that experience with. So I'm going to recommend something else. So, yeah, I mean, you can shop. It's a total e-commerce website, which is really nice. You don't have to. There's no forced auto ships, nothing like that.
Right.
You can shut auto ships off immediately. Super easy to just really go around.
So when you go onto the website and like you click on weight management, for example, it's not just a short little description. It has a lot of information about that and which products work best for that.
Right.
Obviously, you can combine the products for different things, and you're going to get even more benefits when you do that. But I thought that was pretty cool. So, so we touched on this just a little bit about the products for children. We showed you a couple of them, but what are some of the best benefits or the benefits that you recommend the most for children, and what they should get out of the products?
Sure. So the multivitamin gummies are so much better than the Flintstones that
Oh,
we
yeah.
had when we were kids. Like I'm like, what? And they're so good, and the kids love them. And the benefits that they're going to get that mental clarity, which they need in school, right? Like
Sure.
And we have a lot of people who have like attention issues. A lot of kids who have attention issues. We have a product that's called Expand that we recommend. Expand is a nootropic that they can take, and it actually goes in and helps them focus better. So we also have Boost and Blast, which I did not grab out of here. But Boost is, how many kids don't like vegetables, right? Boost is a great product with 16 servings of fruits and vegetables in it that you can mix up. And I really love mixing it with the Blast, which is antioxidants.
So you just put that in water, just like
put it
any of
in
the others,
water.
right?
Yep.
And then this is the Blast there, if we can see that one. Yep.
Yep. And these are your greens beverage and your antioxidants, so it boosts your immune system. I mean, nobody wants their kids coming home from school sick all the time, right? And we all know that school is kind of like a germ-infested cesspool.
Right. I will tell you one thing, and speaking of this, and I know that these kind of products help. I've read up on some of them, but eyesight, because, kids are glued to their cell phones these days. I mean, from anything from TikTok or Instagram or whatever, but they're also watching other videos from YouTube and whatnot. But they also use it for school. I didn't realize this. There are a lot of classes now that have apps that go along with that class.
Yeah.
My daughter took a Spanish class, and the instructor wanted her to download it, or the students to download an app that helped with Spanish. And so they're on their phones all the time.
Yes, they are.
So having products like that help with eyesight is a huge plus. All right, I know that I've been wanting to get into this, so let's see if we can show this picture here, Tommy. This is My Fresh Meals, and this one is the what was it, chicken?
It's called...
Oh, it's on the side. I'm
Yep,
sorry.
it's called-
Aren't you some tasty chicken? There you go. Prepared or pre-cooked, pre-prepared, whatever, meals are really, really popular today. There's hundreds of companies out there, but this one has really taken off. It's called My Fresh Meals. So tell us a little bit about those and the products, because there's several different tasty choices to go along with it.
Actually, there's 24.
Oh, wow.
Now. So we have an entire menu. And here, I'll give this to you while I'm talking about them. So there's the different kinds of meals, but they were released in January. Our CEO decided he really wanted to encompass the whole idea behind nutrition, because we can take supplements, right? We can do all the supplementation. However, if we're still eating the processed foods, you're not doing your body any good, right? So he wanted to come up with an option where it was farm to table. So he actually sourced farmers in the United States to agree to our standards of excellence, which no spraying of pesticides on the fruits and vegetables, right? No hormones for quick growth. The grass-fed beef, grass-fed only beef. The poultry is not given antibiotics or hormones. So this is all fresh. No added sugars, no artificial ingredients, and it's never frozen. They never freeze these meals. So it's not like your Hungry Man meals that you used to get
right.
or in the freezer section that's full of preservatives to keep them fresh,
Of course,
right? But we have 24 different options.
Listen to some of these names here. Lean and slamming salmon slides. Sirloin steak, sirloin steako and sweetie potato. Lip smacking lo mein and chicken. I already said that aren't you some tasty chicken. Meatballs and marinara on parmy pasta. They all go on and on and on. They sound delicious.
They are so good. We had a taste testing last night. They were a big hit. So every fourth Tuesday of the month, if somebody wants to come out and try them, we're doing them at our house. But here's the orange juice, some tasty chicken.
Right.
Okay. So I don't know.
Nice size portion. Let's get that in there, Tom. Well, there we go.
Yeah. So here you have the rice, you have a grilled chicken breast, and you have the green beans.
Yeah.
Everything. The only thing in this is chicken breast, black pepper, mandarin oranges, ginger, lemon, basil, jasmine rice, and green beans.
Wow.
That is what is in it. And
Yeah.
here, I want you to remember,
11 grams of fat, 40 grams of carb, 370 calories, 26 grams of protein, and the net carbs are 36 grams.
Now,
Wow.
remember, when you're talking about carbs, because so many people get carbs
Right.
confused, these are the healthy carbs.
Exactly,
These are
yep.
the carbs you're getting from the vegetables, okay? From the meat. This is not your bread. It's not
Right.
your sugars, that kind of stuff that's going to be
And the
translated
proportions
into
look pretty nice. So it's not a tiny little half a meal.
Exactly. And the nice thing is you don't need to prepare it. So kind of like HelloFresh, like we were talking about that earlier.
Right.
You still have to prepare it. Well,
Sure.
it was great. My
Right.
husband and I did that for a while, right? But we still had to take the time to prepare it. These heat up in 2 to 3 minutes in the
Wow.
microwave. Or if you're not a microwave kind of person, you can take them out of this, put them in the oven, and have them heated up. It's already made.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can't wait to try that. So
He
yeah,
gets
so
to take it home with him today.
all right. So I understand that Thrive or Lavelle offers rewards and things like that. How does that process work?
This is my favorite part, because so many people are out there saying, I can't afford supplementation, I can't afford to be healthy. I go
Right.
to the grocery store and being healthy costs me a fortune, right? However, what really turned me on about this was that as a customer or as a promoter, either one, but as a customer, you can get your products for free every month by just telling your friends about them. So your friends order, you have 2 friends that order with you in 1 month, your next month is free.
Wow.
They have 2 friends of theirs do it with them, their next month is free, and it continues. So I actually still have the same 2 people that I had. So when I started out 7 years ago, who still thrive with me every single month, and they get theirs for free and they get theirs for free. And so it really works off of a referral program. And we help our friends and our customers get their products for free every month, because it shouldn't cost you a fortune to be healthy. That's not what we want.
No,
We
no.
want people just to enjoy life again. And let's face it, we don't worry about our health until we're not healthy.
That is so true.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if we think that being healthy is expensive, being unhealthy is truly going to cost you a lot more money.
And you know what's sad about that, speaking of healthy, is sometimes, you know, it over a span of time, a year, 2 years or whatever, you start getting unhealthy and you don't realize it
Right.
because you're living with that every day and you don't realize the difference until you try something new.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So let's see how we can get surprises me. There you go. So Tommy surprises me, and we're going to do the rapid fire. So this is just a way to get to know you a little bit better, Angela. So what was your first job?
I was a nurse assistant. So I took care of people in the elderly in a nursing home.
That was my first corporate job, I guess I'll say, is I worked in a nursing home as well. I worked on a farm for many years before that. So yeah, that's kind of interesting.
I was 16 years old.
Yeah, I was too,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. So night owl or an early bird?
Early bird.
Yeah, I'm more and more an early bird, it seems. Dog or a cat person?
Dog.
Dog. What kind of dog? Do you have any?
We do. We have a mix, and she is 11 years old, and her name is Gabby, and she is the princess of our household.
Yeah.
So she kind of rules the house.
I understand that. I have 2 huskies, so they definitely rule the house. So dark or milk chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Oh, nice. Favorite color?
Pink.
Pink. I don't think we've had that one before, Tommy. So favorite word or phrase?
I get asked all the time how my day is. And my response always is, today is an amazing day because I open my eyes and I get another chance at this. There's so many people who don't wake up in the morning, so why not make this today the best day possible?
I love it. I love it. Mine is super good and getting better. That's a Zig Ziglar.
It is Zig Ziglar.
Phrase. Favorite movie or actor?
Grease.
Grease. Taking it back a couple years.
Yeah.
Favorite song or artist?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere by Alan Jackson.
There you go. I like Alan Jackson. You know, the country music industry turned him off, and he's kind of hidden himself for the last few years. But I like him. He's a great artist.
Well, that song means a lot to me because it was my father's favorite saying.
Gotcha.
And he just loved that song. And my father's been deceased now for 12 years. So every time I hear it, it just brings
back memories. That's
so
it.
many good memories.
Favorite vacation spot?
This is going to sound so weird, but Myrtle Beach.
No, that's perfectly fine.
We've been-
She hasn't lived here long enough to know that it's
That's
not a
all right.
vacation spot when you live here.
We've been all over the map.
Yeah.
And I have to say, like, this was my husband and I's dream to come here and live. And because we just wanted to be on vacation all the time. And we are.
Well, there you go. It's just like a job. If you enjoy it, you're not working,
that's
right?
exactly it.
Favorite mobile app?
Facebook.
Yeah.
I do a lot of business on Facebook. I do a lot of business on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, that's good. That's one I haven't really gotten into yet is TikTok. So
Yeah.
for whatever reason. So
TikTok's fun, but you can definitely go down a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah,
so,
especially.
But I enjoy helping people so much, so I am always on one of the 3 of them.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, guys, if you want to get in touch with Angela, let's put her information up here. And you can get her at 570-205-7804. That's 570-205-7804. And grab a pencil because here's her website, yourpa-thrivegirl.vale.com. Write that one down, yourpa-thrivegirl.lay-vale.com. We'll leave that one up for just a few minutes for you so you can write that one down as well. So, Angela, before we go, can you tell us a little bit about what GBN means to you and specifically how referral networking helps your business?
Sure. Well, as you heard earlier, I mean, I'm all about referrals.
Sure.
That's what our business strategy is. And so it just felt like the right fit. I went there twice and checked everything out. I'm a big one on energy. And I have to really enjoy the energy in a room
Sure.
in order to put my time there.
Yeah.
And so what I found was I walked in and I loved the energy. I loved the excitement. I loved everything about it. So referral networking to me is we're always going to refer our friends to places that we love. So whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a business, right? We always
Hairstylist, landscaper, yep,
right,
all of them.
that. So why not join forces together with other entrepreneurs and talk about our businesses together? So
Sure.
I love that, the whole thing about it.
Well, and that's our basis of friends first, business
Yeah.
second. We want to get to know, like, and trust each other. And when we do, other things happen. We start hanging out with each other outside of the chapter meetings. Or the group does things together, and it really makes a big. As a matter of fact, that's how I met you.
That
was
is how I met you.
was at an after hours event that we had. So we keep growing, so it's hard for me to meet everybody. But anyway, well, Angela, thanks for joining us today, and guys, thank you for watching. And remember, if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. We'll see you next time.